Hi guys, how are you doing today? I went to get the mail. I honestly, at this point, thought that this wasn't going to come until February, but I got the unbox, and it's from the Netherlands. I only opened it enough to get the sticker out to cover my my mailing information. Um, Honestly, this is the latest I have ever gotten it. It's the 29th of the month, and I'm just now getting this box. Usually I get it much earlier in the month. And I checked the tracking on this a couple days ago, and it said February 1st. But also that it left New Jersey on the 4th. It doesn't take 25 days usually for something to get to from New Jersey to Washington State. Kind of crazy. So, welcome to the Netherlands, it says. Amsterdam, 11 million wooden poles keep the capital city's building from sinking into the sea. That is interesting. Emmeloord is where the Gouda crisps in your box have been made since '84. Oh my god, Gouda crisps. Ugh, that was dangerous to know. I love Gouda. Groningen is home to the world's tallest freestanding climbing wall, Excalibur, standing 121 feet tall. That is a pretty tall climbing wall. Apeldoorn is home of the first zoo where monkeys can roam freely and walk right up to visitors. That is actually pretty cool. Tilburg is where the Stroop waffles in the box are from. And if you're not quite sure where the Netherlands are, this is Germany right here, and this is Belgium. So it's kind of on the main part of. Oh, and there's games on the back. It says in your rating sheet, which we don't do. Europe. That's what I was trying to say. And then we've got our little booklet full of information over here. If you don't know already, the Netherlands is where the wooden clog shoes are very popular from that. Let's see. Here's a sneak peek at some of the items we'll explore this month. A minuscule melon, a prized peak, and a ginormous garden. Interesting. What you might already know about the Netherlands. The Netherlands is home to over 1,000 windmills, which explains why they've become a national symbol. And they're not just for show. All that wind power is put to good use, powering 100% of Dutch public trains. So if you didn't know about the tulip farms and the windmills and the wooden shoes, I'm surprised. That's pretty much everything most people know about the Dutch or the Netherlands. What you might not know. After tulips were first introduced in the Netherlands in 1593, demand did more than bloom. It exploded. By 1623, at the height of the period now dubbed tulip mania, one bulb could cost 8 times the average yearly income. All this tulip love is far from a thing of the past. The Netherlands still produces 2 billion tulips every year, more than any other country in the world. That is a huge amount. From heartwarming folk to pounding EDM, you'll find it all in our Dutch playlist at universalyums.com tunes. I should bring that up one of these times and actually have it playing while I'm doing this. It's no secret that the Dutch have a sweet tooth. They even have a word specifically for the act of eating sweets. Snoppen. We can get behind that. And then there's a recipe here. Make traditional and Dijvi Stempot. I really think they should give you a pronunciation guide next to some of these words. It's potatoes, curly endive or kale, smoked sausages, milk, butter, a pinch of nutmeg, and salt and pepper. It looks kind of like mashed potatoes with sausages chilling on top. Let's see. Wash, cut, peel, cut potatoes, small pieces, cook. Wash, trim endive, pat dry, cut into thin strips. Yep, mash the potatoes, mix in the endive, warm the milk, add to the potatoes along with butter, nutmeg, salt, and pepper. Prepare sausage according to instructions and place atop potatoes and enjoy. Look at that. Doesn't that look pretty good? It's like, seriously, like sausage on top of mashed potatoes. I dig it. Kevin hates mashed potatoes, so maybe that will never happen. Don't usually go through the whole trivia train. There's just too much going on there. And then there's a bunch of other stuff. Let's see. See if there's anything super Super interesting. Huh. The Netherlands helped bring tea to Europe, so it's not surprising that the Dutch are obsessed with the stuff. Case in point, high tea, a mid-afternoon meal featuring tea, snacks, and all your closest pals. The tea is the star of the show, of course, but close behind is a three-tiered tower of snacks, complete with sandwiches, scones, and finally, bite-sized sweets. If you've never had high tea, well, now you know what it is. What's this? Why just learn about high tea when you can have one of your own? Warm up with the Netherlands' simple and unique Versmunt tea, or fresh mint tea. Bring water to a boil, rinse mint stalks and fill each cup with a few stalks. Pour hot water over the mint and let it steep for 3 minutes. Add honey to taste and enjoy. There's the little honey mint tea. You know, we actually have fresh mint in our garden, so I could absolutely totally do that if I wanted to. All right, let's see what we got here. Bio-organic hand-cooked chips. Thick cut sour cream and onion. Well, I mean, how can you go wrong with a good sour cream and onion? I went to cut these open and realized the only scissors right here are my fabric scissors, which are absolutely not cutting open any bags of anything. So thankfully it opened easily. And now I'm searching my messy craft and makeup table for another pair of scissors. I know there's a pair across the room on my work desk, but I don't feel like going and getting them. All right, let's see. Sour cream and onion. They're nice and crispy. I don't get a really strong sour cream and onion taste like the ones that we have here in the US. I get like a hint of it, but it's not as strong. It's almost clear right here. They're so thin. It's funny because it says thick, but it's like the way they're cooked, they almost look thin. Like you can kind of see through them a little. Oh, pretty good. Right. The next thing I see is sweet, so I'm going to put that to the side for a minute and see if there's anything else savory. Because there should be. Ah, yes. Here we go. Gouda Mini Cheese Krispies. I don't know how these couldn't be good. I mean, come on, it's Gouda. I really want a pair of scissors right now. I wonder... I'm like thinking, is there another pair somewhere in here? I think they're in the other room, honestly. Well, when they say mini, they really mean it. Look at those cute little things. You can see... they're a crackery texture. You can kind of see like the layers of the cheese. It's not quite as crispy as like a crouton. I'll definitely taste the Gouda. So they're definitely not as crispy as other cheese crisps I've seen that are similar. They're good. I love me some Gouda. I mean, I love cheese in general. Except for blue cheese because I'm allergic to molds and mildews, so I kind of stay away from that. That is chocolate, so let's go. We'll go kind of sweet and savory here next. These are cheddar and raspberry cheese Krispies. There's a whole lot of sweets in here. Lots of sweets. So we're gonna... Is there a tray? Oh, there's a tray inside it. There's a tray inside a foil, inside a box. Let's see what we got. Thankfully, these are all opened pretty easily so far because, like I said, I totally forgot to make sure I had scissors over here. Oh, these look kind of like the Gouda ones, except they're longer. Slightly crispier. Didn't get any raspberry flavor in that one. This one looks like it has a little chunk of raspberry there, maybe. Yep. Never thought of cheese and raspberry before, but it's not bad. It wouldn't be my go-to. Let's see if I can show you this. Do you see the little tiny parts of cheese right there? And then you've got the raspberry here. So it's not like the whole thing is just cheese. It's some kind of a bread or cracker with little cheese bits in it. Overall, not too bad. Okay. First one's going to give me a problem. Doesn't want to close back up. Alright. What is next? There's nothing else that's savory unless there's something in the Yum bag that's savory, but not usually. Those are usually smaller sweets. Okay. Let's get this this big boy going. Dutch speculoos cookies. What it says. I have cheese crackers in my teeth. I was trying to see if it gives me any kind of details, but I really hate trying to open these carefully because I'm guessing I'm going to need to be able to seal them back up. Oh, hey, I can see the cookies right off the top. I could feel kind of like some kind of cardboardy something. Oh my gosh, those smell phenomenal. Oh, I think they're ginger. Okay, look at them. Got a little windmill on them. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's in here, but they smell like gingerbread. Kind of. The spiced cookies. Cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, allspice, ginger, coriander, mace, cardamom. Wow. My goodness. I really love cheese, but I think this is my favorite so far. It's not like our gingerbread, but I really get that smell of ginger right away. It's more like pfeffernusse, if you've ever had pfeffernusse from Norway. But, wow. And that's a pretty good sized package of them, too. Oh my gosh, that was phenomenal. Alright. The next thing we have is stroopwafels. Now, the British, a lot of times will eat this with their tea. I'm assuming the Dutch do too. But what I've heard was that one of the ways to do this is you start your tea and you, oh, this one's broken. And you set the stroopwafel on the top of the cup of tea so that it kind of warms it. God, it's in several pieces. One of them is at least. The other one seems to be intact. There's now crumbs all the way down the front of my shirt and in my pendant. Alright. Let's see. So it's got kind of a chewy, caramely center to it. And so if you put it over the top of your tea, it kind of softens that chewy center. That's pretty good. I like it. Got a few more chunks of it over here to eat, though. Whatever. What's next? Gemmenjid chocolate. Same kind of chocolates. Oh, mini spiced cookies with chocolate coating. It says on the back. Stroopwafel is really good. Oh, look how cute. This has got white chocolate on it. Oh, crispy. I didn't expect crispy. That one had white. This has got milk. And this one's got dark. It's almost like you took those Big Spice cookies, made them tinier, covered them in chocolate. Pretty good. Let's see what's next. Red Band Dropful Duos. Licorice and fruit gummies. Okay, this one is definitely going to need scissors. I have manicure scissors over here. I am next to my makeup. I just might. Somehow no. think those are over on my other desk. Seems like everything's over on the other desk. Is there fabric? Oh, here we go. I found a pair of non-fabric scissors. If you don't sew and you don't know anybody that sews, you don't understand the majorness of using fabric scissors for anything else. Trust me, don't do it. If you know anybody that sews and they have special sewing scissors, don't use them on other things. It ruins them for fabric forever. All right, so you can see how it's a dual color. So it's whatever the fruit is plus licorice. That's an interesting combo. Not my favorite. And I like licorice. I really do. I love licorice. But it's weird having it with the fruit. No. Okay. Let's hope these make it better. The original gummy Cadillacs. I mean, if you're going to have gummy cars, why not Cadillacs? It does say that they're fruit-flavored candies. In the back. Check out this Cadillac. Isn't that cute? And there's a different couple of different colors, so I'm assuming those are different fruits. They're really tough. They're not soft. Wow. But yeah, that is the cutest little Cadillac I've ever seen. No, not bad. Definitely better than the licorice combos. But I'm going to leave most of those for Kevin because Kevin loves gummies. And I don't think he's going to be as much of a fan of those ginger cookies as I am. Alright, now this. I think this is my deal right here. I can't tell what it is on the front. Gretchen Penges? I don't know. They don't have a lot of times they've got a sticker on the back in English. Not on this one. But my guess is that these are going to be straight up licorice. I should have grabbed my water from the other side of the room. For in between flavors. Oh, look at those. They look like little buildings. Isn't that cute? Are they all the same building? They're all the same. Oh yeah, those are licorice. Straight up licorice houses. Yeah, see. I guess I didn't hold it up there very well. Did it focus? It doesn't want to focus. There it goes. Well, for a second it did. Those are fantastic. One of the best licorices I've ever tried. Actually, I really like licorice too. Alright. Next thing we have here. Milk chocolate with hazelnut filling. Dang, I'm really going to need something to get this licorice out of my mouth or that's going to taste disgusting. More stroopwafel. That's an odd combo. Licorice and stroopwafel. But I really do need to get that licorice flavor out. I feel like Kevin probably won't be a big fan of the stroopwafel either. He's not a big caramel fan. He'll like the licorice though. And he'll definitely like the gummy Cadillacs. I don't know how he's going to feel about the half and halves. Alright, I got that out of my mouth enough. Alright. There's the edge of the paper. Who cares? That's a really chunky bar. Look at how thick it is. Thankfully, it is in fact scored for hopefully easy breaking. Yeah, that broke pretty easy. We're gonna put most of that back in here. Do you ever see something, read something, hear something, and it makes you think of a song? I've been listening to ska music from the 90s, if you know what ska is. And there's a song called Time Bomb. The word Cadillac is in the chorus. And so, of course, I'm thinking now of that song because that's how my crazy brain works. You hear something and the song triggers. Pretty good. It's kind of like having Nutella instead of a chocolate bar. I don't get the hazelnut flavor as much as I get the chocolate, just because there's so much chocolate, but it's good. It's good chocolate. All right. Now it's time to see what's in our Yum bag. The Yum bag is always smaller items. So, like they want to give you just a couple of hard candies or chewies or something. And that looks like that's exactly what we have in here. Looks like we've got a couple of each of these items. But there's only 2 types of things in here. All right, so the first thing we have is Dr. Sour watermelon. I'm going to guess some kind of a gummy. Oh, Dr. Sour doesn't want to be opened. There we go. Well, maybe not. It's a little hard ball. Oh, definitely crunchy, not soft. Does that have fizzies in it? Maybe not. Kind of seemed like this center was fizzy, but not quite. Not very sour though. Maybe if you eat a lot of them, maybe it builds. I mean, it's a little sour. Well, not super sour. What does this say? This just says Napoleon. And it's pink. I'm trying to finish this one. See if I can figure out what this is. Well, there is some fizziness going on in there. Oh, this has got a lot more sour. Yeah. Sour smacks you in the tongue. All of a sudden. Whew. I'm not trying to get through this one because it's very crunchy. Now it looks like they had a couple of different kind of chips that could have been in here. Sour cream and onion, salt and pepper, cheese and onion. Ooh, cheese and onion would have been good. I mean, it is a caramel strip waffle. Oh, I was right on the candy cars, on the Cadillacs. Strawberry, blackcurrant, and cherry. Sorry, I got a big old chunk of that in my back tooth. So there's a burst of watermelon with every chew for this Dr. Sour one that's in my mouth. It's been around since 87. In 87, the Dutch company Copert Crest discovered the world's smallest watermelon in South America. And they did what anybody would do. Took the 1-inch wonder back to the Netherlands and grew more. And we're not saying this chew is quite as amazing as a real tiny watermelon, but with its lip-puckering, mind-blowing sourness, it's a very close second. I wish it told me what the melon was called, because I feel like these little melons were on a recent episode of Chopped that I watched. This is the little melons right here in the picture that I was giving you a hint to. And I feel like they might be cucamelons. But it doesn't tell you the name of them anywhere. I wish it did. Because it just says the ingredients are glucose syrup, sugar, dextrose, citric acid, cornstarch, palm oil, artificial flavors, mono and diglycerides, soy protein, isolate, soy lecithin, yellow number 5, blue number 1, red number 40. So it doesn't tell you what the fruit is. But I really feel like it might be those cucamelons or cucamelons or however you say it. Okay, so this is a sour violet candy. Never has a flower been so mouthwatering. Time to stop and smell the flowers. No better place than the Keukenhof Garden in the Dutch town of Lis, or Lissy, I don't know how it's said, familiarly known as the Garden of Europe. This 80-acre spectacle is refreshed with 7 million flower bulbs every year. Tulips, daffodils, violets, they've got it all. But not all Dutch flowers are for sniffing. Some, like these unique violet-flavored candies, are for savoring. For a full 6 minutes, according to the candy innovators who made it. Interesting. I still don't have the sound in my mouth. I have like the tiniest little bit of that watermelon still in it. It just doesn't want to crunch. And I also kind of don't want to get it stuck in my teeth. It says that the Dutch licorice bites are shaped like canal houses. There's a lot of waterways, and there's what they call canal houses that are along the edges of the canal. And that's what they look like. That's pretty cool. Wow, I wish I could get this done in my mouth. What else do we have? Who's who of Dutch art? Escher, Van Gogh, Johan Vermeer, and Rembrandt are all Dutch artists. That's pretty cool. It's got a timeline of Dutch discovery too. Hey, Bluetooth technology started in Netherlands. That's kind of cool. I finally made it through that candy. Let's see what sour violet candy tastes like. I know that there are edible flowers, but I've never tried any before. So, as far as I know, I'm not allergic to violets. So, let's hope I'm not. It's an interesting flavor. It's hard to really explain it. I mean, it is kind of flowery. Kind of almost is like a tea, like a rosehip tea. Is the closest thing I can really compare it to. It's definitely kind of sweet, but it's kind of florally too. It's like somehow you're smelling flowers through your taste buds. I don't know, that sounds weird. Definitely interesting. So there we go. There is our Yum box for this month, late as it may be. Really sorry about the really late upload, but like I said, I just came really late. Hopefully next month's box will not come so late. If I was to go through this and say what my favorites were, definitely the licorice drops and these cookies that are like kind of like gingerbread or pfeffernusse. Yeah, those were my favorites, honestly. I did like the chips. I did really like the Gouda chips, although the Gouda flavor wasn't as strong as I was hoping for. And in these ones, the cheddar flavor wasn't super strong either. So they're good. It's just not as strong as I would expect for most savory snacks that we usually get. And even from what I've gotten in some of the past boxes. So there we have it. I will see you guys next time. Bye.